So first, Nick gave me some great ideas on how to create content for a market that feels overlooked and mistrustful of my industry, right? And so and that's, it's a high trust thing for us to help people. And so it's how do we build that trust? Nick helped quite a lot with that, but how do I build that audience for people to consume that content?
I'm going to give you the best fucking advice ever. I'm so confident about this one. As good as I've felt so far today, this is the one I'm most confident about. And I'm pretty confident about everything else I've said here so far. You have to start a podcast, and then you have to post-produce the video of the podcast for LinkedIn ads. So what's cool about this is I'm going to make assumptions that you have a little bit of a sense of me, Sam. What you see from me a lot of times is I'm not an influencer. I'm a businessman who figured out how to do things that could be recorded to then be my content.
Right.
My entire speaking career, which is lucrative, is mainly because I want the content. It's fucking crazy.
So you're getting paid for something you're going to do already? No,
even better. I'm getting paid for something I wouldn't have done otherwise. Nice. That is impacting me even more on my core business.
Yeah.
You know how fucking crazy that is? That's basically what I want you to do. Watch how this works out. So you stand up a financial service or a money management or whatever, you stand up a show, Dollars and Cents with Sam Rodriguez, right? That's the show. Now that you have a podcast, you'll be blown away by what I'm about to say. You start cold emailing people on LinkedIn to be a guest that are fancy people, like people that are on CNBC and the Wall Street Journal. And 1 out of every 29 of them, Sam, is going to say yes, because everybody is a publicity whore.
Okay. So how do you even get an audience for your podcast? How do you build that audience?
LinkedIn. So this is the next part. So you film the first one with Calvin. It's 42 minutes. Now you have to have the ability, whether you learn this yourself because it's fun, whether you have a younger sibling, whether you hire an intern, Jay is this guy, I assume, in Calvin's world, or he definitely had somebody in his world do this because he had 6. And I'm assuming Jay handles a lot of those things now. But you figure out at the lowest possible cost, Sam, which starts with you. Do you watch 20 hours of YouTube videos for free of how to use Adobe? I'm thrilled if you want, I'm sure my team will give you 15 minutes for free to how to stand up a podcast. I probably have an article on my website right now that explains it all. So you start up the show. You then have 5 moments in your meeting with Calvin that were good points. You felt you sounded smart. Calvin made a good stop. Thank you, Kate. There's something called Stork. I'm sure Kate will tell you about that. So, but by the way, and on the record, I know Stork is wildly inexpensive as a newsletter, but still, you can definitely find this stuff for free. It might just save you time. You might want to pay $39. That's why people pay those kind of things, right? The time of finding the free. Anyway, nonetheless, you then cut those 5 clips and then you post them with copy on your LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the B2B version of TikTok right now. LinkedIn and TikTok are the only 2 social media platforms that will give you organic reach on every post more than you deserve based on your behaviors prior to the post. Meaning, if you're a quote unquote nobody, meaning you don't even have a TikTok or LinkedIn account, your first post of a 39-second video or a 2-minute, 19-second video, Sam, of you and Calvin talking will get 3,000 views, whereas that same video on YouTube and Instagram, Facebook and Twitter will get 9.
Okay.
And that will become your life. And then you're going to learn how to spend ad money. So now you're spending that. Now you learn that a video went viral and you should spend $1,000 against a 5-mile radius of your house to get local people. You got it?
Yeah. So how do you move people from being consumers of your content to consumers of your product?
By the quality of your content.
Okay. So they
will inquire, my friend. And then it's
build it and they'll come.
100,000%, because you're going to say, thanks everybody for listening, Sam Rodriguez. And, send an email to me if you need me, Sam at the, and things will just start happening. You're in the first episode, you're going to say, here I am. I don't know if you guys know this character on the internet, Gary Vee told me to do a podcast. Well, here I am. Let me tell you about myself. I grew up here. I did this. This is what I do for a living. This is that. My ambition is to educate, put some karma on the board, feature some guests that I think deserve recognition. Let the chips fall where they may. Would I love to be your person? Sure. I would not even say that line or say that line. They both work. The end.
So if I'm trying to build, say, a nationwide team of advisors that do fantastic work for people, how do I get these people that are consuming me to want to work with my team versus me?
Very, very easily. You speak to it about day one. Like, I don't sell myself at VaynerMedia. You say it. You story tell. You have your team on one of the episodes and everyone shoots the shit.
Okay.
You just tell people the truth. You know, I'm going to role play. Hey guys, you know, first of all, thanks to everybody who's listening. This is now episode 19. This has been insane. When like I told you, Gary Vee, like when he told me to do this, I never thought I'd have this many people already listening. I'm blown away. Couple things I just want to share. A lot of you reaching out to work with me. Let me tell you a little bit more about my actual business. I've got a group of nationwide people. I vet them. I do this. So most of you that are reaching out, like, honestly, I'm probably not going to work directly with you. You're going to be working with my team. By the way, if you're out there listening and you think you're great at this, I'd love to have you on my team. So if you email me and say you want to be part of the team, I'm also always looking for that. And also, by the way, if not, you know, please sit back and enjoy this free information. I hope it brings you value or maybe brings an important question that you can bring to your financial advisor. And I think what's cool about that, Sam, is you've already been in this meeting with me now for 40 minutes. You can see my concern. We have things that I think can help Josh, but I don't necessarily want to sell Josh the $15,000 thing either. Like, I don't want to be transactional. I want to educate of like, hey, here's what you need to think about. Right? In the macro, the right thing is for me to get everybody's media business. That's how we really do business. But I'm not telling Josh to hire Sasha over who the fuck he's using. I'm fucking telling him the best advice would just take this shit in-house.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yep. Yeah. Perfect. Thanks.
Do that. Cheers.
Awesome.
Let's keep it moving.
Do you want to be on a podcast?
I will be your 55th episode guest if you get there.
5-5. It's getting
5-5.
written down everywhere.
Love it. Joe Q, keep me honest on that.